The sub-brand Honor split from Huawei, does it have what it takes? Welcome to another video, and this is a review of the Honor Magic 4 Pro. So this is an interesting device to me. I actually smashed my trusty Huawei Mate 40 Pro and I was looking at a device to replace it. However, unfortunately Huawei's offering at the moment is very limited, so their back catalogue of devices for me to purchase is out of question at the moment. So I was looking at the next best thing, and judging the fact that Honor have now separated from Huawei so they get full use of Google services, I started looking at the Honor Magic 4 Pro. So all the reviews I read and all the reviews I looked at did say how fantastic the camera was and how fantastic the device was, but there was still a little bit of work to do in the software. So I thought, I'm used to Huawei software, so that's not a problem. So I went ahead and purchased the device. However, it's not all that it seems. Again, let's get into it in my full review. So let's talk design first on this device. I'm going to come out and say it, I think the design is fantastic. They've done an amazing job on this. You've got a really nice feeling, really comfortable feeling phone here. Again, it's a massive device. I think it's around 6.8 inches with a nice curved screen. Again, not quite as curved as some of your previous Huawei devices, but much more exaggerated than the likes of the Oppo Find X5 Pro and OnePlus 10 Pro. But the quality of it is fantastic. For a fairly new company, or supposedly new company, but again we'll come into that, the device is absolutely fantastic. You can really see they've put a massive statement on their camera system, which we'll go into later. But overall, a massive thumbs up for the design. Really bright screen, really contrasty screen, colours really accurate actually, not too vivid, but punchy enough, accurate, crisp. Also manages battery life very clean. However, I have seen issues on this device with the screen dimming. So there was a software update, however it's actually made the issue worse, where you'll find that you'll go from an animation from closing an app and it'll actually take a good sort of 10 seconds for the device to reach its brightness you set it to with the manual slider. Again, it's a very unusual issue and I haven't seen it on any phone before, but again that's just one of the issues that this device is facing. But as you can see, it's a really clear, really contrasty screen and they've done an amazing job. Now let's talk software. Now this is the big problem with this device. This is running Magic UI 6 and this is basically a rip-off of Huawei's EMUI 9 and 10 generations. As you can see here, this is the complete carbon copy of that system. However, it takes all the best bits from it and scraps them and puts them in the bin. It's absolute bollocks. The system stability is quite poor. As you can see there, you've actually got quite a bit of lag between animations and there's been nothing done by Honor to justify this in the months that this device has been out. I expected much better from a company who have previously had some fantastic devices. You can see then you've just got a slight delay in the animation, but also it's just half-baked software at the end of the day. On the face of it, the camera apps look, it looks very similar to Huawei. However, they've taken out Huawei camera app and they've stripped out all the good stuff, chucked it in the bin, and they've been left with nothing. The algorithms of the camera is appalling. The way it processes photos and switches between modes is very laggy. When you process video and you start to record video, you get massive stuttery and judgery footage at any resolution, not just 4K. It's absolutely abysmal. But also you're missing key features here. You get no document scanner mode to scan any documents. You're missing any sort of creative and fun features in this camera. Also in your video mode, you've got no portrait video or anything like that. You do have a movie mode with coloured filters and that is very nice, and I must admit it is something great to work around and I think they can build on this very well. However, at the moment this camera app's a mess. With stereo speakers on the front of the device and on the bottom of the device, the audio that comes out of this phone is the best audio I've ever heard out of any phone. A lot of bass, a lot of mid-range, very clear vocals. Does get slightly distorted towards the top end. However, this is not uncommon for smartphones, and at the end of the day, there is only so much you can do with a small device such as a smartphone. However, compared to the competition with the very disappointing speakers on the Oppo Find X5 Pro and OnePlus 10 Pro. I must say the audio on this is great even compared to the competition. So let's sum up the Honor Magic 4 Pro. So overall, the hardware of the device is fantastic. The charging speed and battery capacity is also very good. Again, 4,600 milliamps and a charging speed of 100 watts and also 100 watts wireless charging. However, on that is marketing. This doesn't charge any quicker than my Mate 40 Pro at 66 watts. So I'd be interested to see how long it sustains its peak charging output of 100 watts for, compared to sustaining 66 watts of fast charging, because I bet the difference is quite considerable. It's overall a fantastic device, and I wish that they had longer to develop the software and put more time and effort into the software. However, due to the lack of updates this device has seen from the release, I'm not hopeful for this in the future, and at this moment in time I cannot recommend this device due to the absolute abysmal mess that the software is on this device. Hardware, fantastic. Software, nowhere near. And unfortunately, in 2022, in the competitive smartphone market, this isn't good enough. So I hope you liked the video. Please like, subscribe and comment below. Let me know what you think.